Grand rise, grand rise, grand rise. Salute to all the people who are live right now. Now, see, why do I decide to go live and my app goes off? Get the water in, bitch. Get to doing the plant things, bitch. Yes, I use an app. I use an app for my gardening shit. As a matter of fact, I have to do an emergency transplant right now. Ugh. I don't like succulents at all. Grand Rise Daquan, I don't like succulents at all. If you don't know what a succulent is, those are like cactuses and all little plants and shit. Grand Rise Fee, ha! I don't like succulents at all, y'all. But I love aloe vera, and I always wanted an aloe vera plant. Yesterday, and it's funny that Fee is here. Let me read this chat. Grand Rise, how can we stoop so low? Fee, I need my app because when I get busy with work, um, I don't remember when to water these plants all the time. And the app has actually helped me save some of these plants because I knew that I was overwatering them and I had to figure out how not to do that, which is my new problem now. That's my new problem now. So, hey Noel Grand Rise, how you doing? So yeah, so before I did the live with Fundi Feet and Noel, shout out to them, shout out to everybody that was at that live yesterday, came in, hit the like, subscribe because of it, learned something, you know. But right before that live, I was getting myself together and I looked at my aloe vera plant. It has been growing exponentially, all right? And I knew that I needed to transplant it. But I was like, can I just wait for a specific time so that I could do like this grand transplanting of all of these plants and I'll be a happy camper? Oh no, right before Fee's live, not only did I have to leave the house, but one of my aloe vera stems dropped off and the root was bleeding. It looked reddish. It was like pus. I was like, what is this? I knew what it was. I knew it was root rot. I knew it was because there was some sort of overwatering going on with my aloe vera plant. I needed to transplant it anyway. So I looked up what I had to do, and apparently I have to do emergency surgery now. But I decided to go live first. Hey, Grand Rise Godmama. Um, damn, I just wanted to come online. It's like how would I explain this? I always draw metaphors into my life, and I take a lot of things personal. I be looking at everything like, is this a message from God? What does the Most High want from me? Cheese on bread. So I looked at I tried to clean it up as much as I could. Tried to think of what it did the same thing. Okay, good. I don't feel so bad. I just tried to think of how my life is like this aloe vera plant right here. There's times where it grows and it grows and it grows, and one day you're like, oh, it's alive. And then the next day it's like, where did all these little baby things come from? And you know that as things grow, some stems die off, some leaves fall off, as long as there's still growth, right? And it's hard sometimes to water yourself. uh, Sometimes it's hard to know when you have to get out of the space you're in and go into a bigger space or even a smaller space. I'm not going to put this aloe vera plant in a smaller space. I have to put it in a larger space, a larger pot. But now I have to think about how to properly water it. Because one thing that I tried with this aloe vera plant, I didn't pour water onto the top of it, on the top of the soil. I have like a little bowl that I fill with water, and I'll just dump the aloe vera plant in there and wait about an hour. And if it takes water, yay. If it doesn't, then bye. Um, where's James? James in here? Let me get to... Okay, I think I can see everybody now. But shout out to everybody that's in here. Oh, there goes James. Hey, James. So for a bigger pot, I have to get a bigger bowl. Or even should I continue to pour it from the top of the soil? This aloe vera plant actually has mulch on the top of it. So luckily for me, I have mulch. So I'll continue that once I transplant it. I want to peel some of these aloe vera stems and get the gel and all that flyness. Grand Rise, sweet Vampy. But then I get scared that I'm going to mess that up too, right? I get scared that I'm going to fail. And sometimes I get scared that I'm going to succeed. I have a fear of success because if I did it right this time, I got to do it better the next time. That's a lot of pressure to put on yourself. Thank goodness plants don't have this problem. I don't give a fuck about y'all pressures. The outside world can put all the pressures on me that it wants to. The pressures that I put on myself are way heavier, way worse, way more damaging. Especially if I don't live up to my own expectations. But like this aloe vera plant, all I really need to do is grow, right? If something drops off, I know I'm still growing, right? If all I need is the basic necessities of water and good soil, enough sunlight, I don't need much else, huh? Oh no, sweet Vampy, I need way more than that. As human beings, we always need way more than just sun, water, and soil. Maybe it's a good thing plants don't fart or take dumps. You need to use the bathroom in whatever way. They don't even really worry about the freaking gnats that live in the soil that I have to get hydrogen peroxide to get rid of every so often. Hey, thanks, God Mama. And what's even weirder about my little aloe vera plant is that I took the stem off, right? And it started bleeding, and I got so scared. I plucked it. I tried to get as much of it from the root as possible, and I put a whole bunch of mulch over it to cover it up so I didn't have to see it again. And now the weirdest thing is I can't find it. I can't find the root. I didn't take it out yet. It's still in the container or whatever. But the pus and all of that, it's gone. It's where the hell did it go? Where did it go? How did it just go like that? How did it just heal itself like that? Did it even heal? Is it worse right now? Like, I tend to overthink all the time. I am one big fat overthinker. And these plants don't usually do that. They don't really overthink too much. They might overgrow, but they don't overthink. I actually came here to talk about a whole bunch of shit, but I'm kind of freestyling right now on purpose. Oh, that's great, sweet Vampy. See, Godmama, you right. Congrats. Noel, you were overthinking too? Man, overthinking is the devil. It's the devil. Okay, it's the devil. And imagine me being an overthinker telling somebody to not think so freaking much. Like, you think too much. I have told a 90-year-old, you think of too much, you thinking about craziness, you need to focus on this over here. And I'm an overthinker. Yep, she just looked at me like, whatever, bitch. Thanks, Noel. Ah! Listen, I'm gonna go back to Godmama's comment. They just do. Like, my problem with overthinking is that I think so much I don't do. And then I'll look at you like, but I am doing something. I'm overthinking. Isn't that doing something? No, bitch. No, not particularly. You're not doing anything. You will really just have a heightened sense of procrastination, maybe. You just elevated your levels of procrastination to now having a new reason to function in that, which is overthinking. But, see, Vampy, that's the thing I don't want to. I too worry. I may not act like it, but I do. I do worry. You know what it is, though, Vampy, with me? Here's my problem. I often worry about if I'm worrying about the right shit. That's an overthinker's dream right there, right? I'm worrying about if I'm worrying about the right shit. Or am I worrying about the wrong shit? Or I think I should be worrying about this thing, but I'm really not. And I'm not worried about this, but maybe I should be worried about this. Should I care about this? Listen. God, mama. Oh, shit. I'll trick myself into think I completed the task. Man, I wish I could do that. That sounds like a superpower right there. That's why I had to laugh. Because my Capricorn ass will be like, this shit don't look done yet. How much longer I got? You got T minus 10 minutes before the shit is supposed to be complete. I got 10 minutes to overthink on whether I should make a good effort or just be like, fuck it. Oh my gosh. See? Child. The problem for me is universal truths. The cosmic jokes are what worries me. The cosmic jokes are what I overthink about. Which cosmic jokes, Shree? Because there's plenty of cosmic jokes out there. Yeah, I'm going to call them cosmic jokes. Because for me to call them fucked up truths sounds really bad. Oh, gosh. Really, Noah? Child. The count clock down is like my best friend and my worst enemy. Like, I will sit there and be like, 8 minutes? Well, 8's my favorite number. Let's go. And they'd be like, bitch, you had 8 months. You really had 8 months to do this whole shit. I did, right? Ciao, boo. And then it'll be shit. I'll be like Godmama. Well, no, not quite like Godmama, because she thinks she complete the shit. I'll be like, yo, what today is? 2 days after you was supposed to do the thing? Oh, damn. I thought it was today it was due. Shit. But going back to the universal cosmic jokes, those kinds of truths, those worry me the most. I want to really feel passionate about something, right? And I'm not talking about like a career or anything like that. I really want to be passionate about a topic. I really, really do. But the truth is, the people who I'm talking to probably aren't going to care. So that kind of worries me. It stops me. I'll be like, well, fuck it. I ain't going to say it then. Because if they don't give a fuck, what the hell is the point? Oh, here's another cosmic truth. Hey, I feel like talking about this thing and saying this thing. I say it, and motherfuckers will be like, who gives a fuck, Shree? And then 6 months later, they'll be like, talking about that same shit. And I'm like, didn't I talk about that 6 months ago? Well, I guess it wasn't important 6 months ago. Well, whatever. They'll be like, for what? Oh, yeah? Oh, I got procrastination problems like a motherfucker. And I have used spirituality in a way to justify my procrastination. I have said, when the good Lord feels that I should do this thing, then I will do it. I will wait for the universe to tell me, show me, or strike me upside my head with a brick that I'm supposed to do it. All right? Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? Is that a bitch, aloe vera? Ain't that a bitch? God, mama. She said, this is why we friends. God, mama, I'm supposed to be fake. I'm supposed to be a liar. What else I'm supposed to be? Child boo. I'm glad we could be friends. All right? Wait a minute. Yeah, that was a mistake, Noel. That was a mistake. Oh, Vampy, have fun at the walk. Yeah, I see that. I see that. You good. You good, hun. You good, baby. It was an accident. It's okay. You good. You good, mamas. Now, Vampy, you got to change up this sentence here. We got to put some periods and add some commas in your statement, because I'm reading, I feel passionate about overdosing. And the first thing that came to my mind was, Vampy, what the fuck are you overdosing on? But I get the sentence. I had to read the rest of the sentence. Y'all see what the fuck is going on with me? Y'all see the trouble with me? This is why I got problems, okay? I have problems. I have problems. Yeah, Vampy, we want to change that one, okay? Like, rephrase that first sentence there. You feel passionate about the drug epidemic. Too many people are overdosing, okay? Change it to that, girl, because, listen, people can use anything, anyhow, anyway. Don't do that. Don't do that, girl. Diddy. All right, James. I'm gonna holler at you later. Oh my gosh, Godmama. I thought it was just me, child. I was like, wait a minute, what I'm reading here? Oh shit. That's why I had to let Vampy know, like, a good luck with the walk, but baby, you got to change that sentence right now. Like, oh girl. I know you don't feel passionate about overdosing. I know you don't. Because what drugs are you on, sweet Vampy? I know. You don't act like a crackhead or cokehead or none of them heads, okay? Shoot. Child. But back to me. Back to me. Back to me. You think you have all the answers, right? You think you understand a whole bunch of things about yourself. And one of the cosmic jokes of the universe is that there are other people around you. And they're going to feel how they feel. They're going to do what they do. They're going to move how they move. And life itself is a whole bunch of curveballs. So you're never going to get it perfect. You're never going to get it down packed. You're never going to be the best of the best of the best of the best. You might want to be a little bit of the best, but the fuck. And it's like, girl, are you defeating yourself before you even start? Yeah. 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 Why don't you want to be the best of the best of the best? Because I'm a procrastinator, bitch, and that's way too much work. Okay? I don't want to put out that much work. I don't. It's good to be honest with yourself, folks. Well, I'm honest with myself. I don't. And then there's a part of me that looks back at me and be like, bitch, you will. You have before and you will again. What are we doing here? And then I don't have an angel and a devil on both my shoulders. If you want to call them that, you could do that. You ain't got to call them that. I got Oscar Madison and Felix Unger on my fucking shoulders. Okay? That's what I got. I got Oscar Madison on one side. Yeah, if y'all ever seen the show The Odd Couple, that means you're old as fuck. But if you've ever seen this show, you understand where I'm coming from. I got Oscar Madison and I got Felix Unger on my shoulder. Oscar Madison be like, girl, what you doing? Keep your room messy, you know what I'm saying? Maintain your shit. Be happy with what you got. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, ain't got to be this deep, all this detail, all this planning and all this extra shit. Come on, man, go take a nap. Go take a dump. Okay? We ain't got to do all this stupid shit. All right, Noel? Listen. Child, boo. Why you got to make up the bed? The clothes are going to end up on it anyway. You got to clean it and get Felix to do it. That's one side. That's the Oscar Madison side. The Oscar Madison side says, girl, how much longer we got to do this thing? Child, if it's meant for you, it's meant for you. All right? It will be there. It will be there. Then you got the Felix Unger side. Felix Unger saying, oh no, chop chop. Wake up. Wake up. We need to plan. We need to schedule. We need to make sure we do this, this, and this. Baby steps lead to big runs, jumps, and leaps. We are going to be better than the best. We must be. And do not listen to Oscar, because when your space is clear and clean, you can get so many things accomplished, and you can open up the doors for more opportunities and more good things. That means you're going to get busy again, young lady. There's nothing wrong with that. Right. Felix, do not let you sleep. Felix Unger, does not, because Felix is the overthinker now. You would think Oscar's the no. Felix is the overthinker. He's the overachiever. He got to do it just right. Even if it's the littlest thing, he got to make sure it's on point. He crosses the T's and dots the I's. I'm about to say he crosses the I's and dots the T's. Child, you see how I got that Oscar Madison on my brain already? All right. Yeah. And it'd be like, yo, can't I just take a little bit of both of y'all and be happy? Can't I just be balanced like that? Can I do like 2 hours of Felix Unger shit and then do 2 hours of Oscar Madison shit? And y'all know how that shit go. Motherfucker Felix Unger. Well, why don't you get it all done now and then you could be Oscar Madison for 2 hours? And Oscar will be like, 2 hours, bitch? That's going to be 6 hours of sleep. Ain't no nap here. The fuck you talking about nap? We going to sleep. And then we can sleep again. Why not? Yeah, right in the middle. Oh, no, well, this balance is so hard. It's so difficult on your goddamn life. Yeah, balance is a bitch. Balance is a bitch. And, you know, I learned from certain wise people that balance is not a straight line. Never was and never will be. Okay? That's a fallacy. That is not true. Balance is never a straight line. Hail to the no. I don't give a fuck how straight the horizon, I don't give a damn how straight the horizon looks to you, right? You look at the sun and the clouds away and that line between land and air, that shit looks like a perfect line. That shit ain't perfect. Your eyes is fucked up. Especially if the earth is round and all this other fly shit. No. There's a lot of curves in this bitch that you cannot see because your mind cannot accept them all. Okay? Right, Noel. That's right. Felix is always do it now, rest later, but rest never get there. Rest never comes. Rest don't come even when the man sleep, yo. No rest at all. And I've been through that young phase where it was like, I can do it, let's go. I can do it. Now, child, can't I just survive doing one damn job? Do I still gotta survive on 3 and 4 jobs? Yes. Okay. Vampy, I wish I could be like you. Lately, I've been trying to take naps. They either don't happen or the naps that's supposed to be like maybe an hour or 2 turn into 4 or 5 hours. Ugh. Some people call them depression naps. I ain't depressed no more. Nope. What I'm learning from these plants is that these plants are balanced as fuck. They get to do what they do. They don't have to rest, or they rest the way that they are. And they can still grow in rest. They can still grow it doing work, producing fruit if it's necessary. They even die. As a yogi, I practice something called detachment. These plants are so good at detachment, and it is so hard for the human being to be able to fully detach. You have to attach to something. You have to have a passion for something. You have to want to do something. Grand Rise, Auntie Platinum, touch your toes. Godmama. That's the other cosmic joke, Godmama. There's so much to be done, but in reality, there ain't shit to do. Okay, Vampy, have a great one. Yeah, man. And y'all really gotta understand that. Did I say detachment? Did I say I practice detachment? If I just said detachment, that's wrong as fuck. Did I say detachment or did I say non-attachment? Because there is a difference. I don't practice detachment. I have to practice non-attachment. Non-attachment is different from detachment. From a yogic sense. There's no way that this aloe vera plant can detach itself from the soil. There's no way in hell that this aloe vera plant, oh, hold on. There's no way in hell that this little aloe vera plant right here can detach from this soil, right? There's no way in hell that this aloe vera plant can detach from water. It needs these things to survive. Okay, I'm explaining right now, Noah. It cannot detach from those things. However, it can still grow even if I neglect it for a little while. That's non-attachment. Let me explain in another way. You have a friend in your life. You've been friends with that person for years. Really close with that person. And then they betray you. All right? For whatever reason. Who the fuck cares why? Okay? You can stay attached to that person and you can fight them and or you can detach yourself from that person and cut them off. I will never see them. I will never speak to them again. Right? That's detachment right there. Non-attachment is knowing that that person betrayed you, knowing that that person hurt your heart, but not holding on to these feelings, not being bound by the feelings that are associated with what happened. Hell yeah, that person did wrong by me. They sure did. They did wrong by me. But I don't have to hold on to the wrongness. I don't have to attach myself to that. Non-attachment doesn't even have anything to do with forgiveness. I don't even have to forgive you, but I really don't have to hold on to these feelings. I can pick which feelings I want to hold on to. Hey, RE, what's poppin'? Hey, YouTube cameras. What's up, Ray? Does that make more sense? All right. Hi, Auntie Platinum. Hey, Lurky. If Noel's still here, I hope that makes more sense as to the difference of detachment and non-attachment. I don't have to hold on to these feelings. I don't have to hold on to, you hurt me so bad. You hurt me and I want to hurt you back, or I hurt myself, or, Right now, I don't practice non-attachment very well. I can detach like a motherfucker. Okay? I can detach real fucking good. Okay? I can cut a motherfucker off with ease. Chip, chip, boy. See you later. Right? But the feelings associated with that person, you know what I'm saying? I spent so much time and energy on that person, and this is what they did to me. It's natural human reaction to put up walls to protect yourself, right? And I'm not doing non-attachment very well because when I feel like that, I tend to scorch earth the place. Everybody's going to get it now. I don't trust nobody now. I don't like nobody now. All of you will betray me now. All of you. Fuck you all. Right? You didn't do it. This person did it. Right? You ain't do me nothing. They did it. But now everybody going to get that. I'm going to spread it out. I'm going to diffuse the feeling. I'm not going to practice non-attachment. I'm going to diffuse that feeling out to every fucking body now. All of y'all can get a little taste now of my hurt. I'll do that. Or I'll take it all into myself. The feelings that I would associate with that person and how they betrayed me and how they hurt me, I'll keep it in me. That's not non-attachment. I'm attaching it, but I'm keeping it in. I'm not letting none of y'all experience that shit. I'm not taking it out on none of y'all. I'm going to hold it to myself. That's not non-attachment. That's just reversing the flow of the feeling back to me. My fault. Because if I was so great, they wouldn't betray me in the first place. Right? It's not non-attachment. It's still a feeling there. It's a difference between knowing something to be true and holding on to the feelings associated with that truth. The truth hurts all fucking day. The truth hurts all day, every day. The truth is not always soothing. It's not always healing. It don't always feel like peppermint and fucking biofreeze when you got a cramp. Okay? Sometimes the truth fucks you up. But with the truth, you can't hold on to the feeling, but people do that too. I'm not mad at you because you told me the truth. I'm mad at how you told me the truth. I'm mad at this. I'm mad at this. I'm mad at this. And they just hold on to things that have nothing to do with what is actually what the fuck it is. This person hurt me. Yeah. I really had love for that person. Yeah. There are tears associated with me thinking about that person. Yeah. I should be able to say that and not let it sit on my heart anymore, sit on my brain anymore. I could say it and understand the feeling, but I don't have to attach myself to that feeling anymore. Hey, Silky. It's really a difficult thing to explain. It's even more difficult to do. And non-attachment is something that has to be done with the truth. Always has to be done with the truth. You always have to practice a level of non-attachment when it comes to things that are the truth. I'm not even talking about things that are facts, things that are true. You have to practice a level of non-attachment, because after a while, if something is true, what are you really going to be mad at? You want to change the truth? You can change a situation, but what do you want to change the truth into? A lie? The lie makes you feel better. Truth is the truth, and I have to practice non-attachment on it for it to stand and be what it is. That's the yogic way. Okay? That's the yogic way. That's one of the ways of Raja Yoga, yogic philosophy, and psychology. Something traumatic happens to me, right? I gotta let go of this situation somehow. I cannot forget what the fuck happened to me, but I have to let go of the feelings that I get that are associated with this traumatic event so that I can move the fuck on. That is non-attachment. But the truth is, these feelings will come back. They do come back. And when they come back, I have to let them in. Hey, Deuce. Hey, Joe number 2. I have to let them in. I can't block them out all the fucking time. That's a part of non-attachment too. Non-attachment is knowing when to attach to something. Detachment, I'm completely cutting it off and there's no coming back to it. That's what detachment should be. Non-attachment is also this knowledge that I'm going to come back to that motherfucking shit. It's going to knock on my door. These feelings of anger, hatred, jealousy, insecurity, whatever the fuck, sadness, grief, disillusionment, you know what I'm saying? Hurt feelings, whatever the fuck it is, they knocking. They knocking on the door. Did I say what's up to YouTube cameras? Hey, baby. They knocking on that door. And we want to put padlocks and all kinds of shit on the motherfucking door. That's detachment, okay? We want to put padlocks on the door, close the windows, seal them up. You know what I'm saying? Put the aluminum foil on the motherfucker. No, I don't never want to see these again. That's detachment. That don't work either, right? That don't work either. Because them motherfuckers will act like zombies and bust through all your shit and eat you up, right? Non-attachment. Non-attachment is supposed to be a tool that says, hey girl, they knocking pretty hard on your motherfucking door. Maybe you should open up the door a little bit and let one of them motherfuckers in. I'll let you know how long to sit with the bitch and then kick it the fuck out. Just like you brought it the fuck in. Huh? Yeah. Don't put all these locks on the goddamn door. Put 1, 2 good locks on the motherfucker and get you a good little, look a hole here. Get the little look a hole to see who at the door. Who's that at the door? It's anger at the door. Do we need anger to come in right now? You know what? Let's get a little anger in here. Come on now. Come on. Wait, we ain't taking all you motherfuckers. We just gonna take grandma. Okay? We're going to take grandma anger and then we'll see what we do with the rest of you motherfuckers. And grandma anger ain't staying here too long either. She might just sit here for maybe 2 weeks or so and then we got to take the bitch to court to kick her out. Alright, well, she going to get the fuck out of here. She not going to stay here forever. So y'all go ahead now. Y'all go next door now. Okay? We see y'all motherfuckers later. And then we sit with grandma anger for however long we got to sit with her ass. That's non-attachment. I'm acknowledging everything. I see everything. I'm not denying anything. I'm not denying that I'm angry. But I don't have to be angry all goddamn day. That's non-attachment. I don't want to be angry anymore. I will never be angry again. That's detachment. That's detachment. Detachment rarely works like it's supposed to. Because love will kill that detachment all fucking day. You love somebody, detach these nuts. It takes a long time. It's very hard to detach yourself from a person that you supposedly love. And I don't give a fuck what the love is. Mama love, money love, a ding-a-ling-a love, good hair love. I don't give a fuck. Friendship. I don't give a fuck. Whatever love it is. You love the earth. I don't give a fuck. One of the things that I learned last night before, well, not last night, but before the live that I did last night with salt and all of that, you know, when I was doing my research and I found out that salt is used to create PVC and plastic. Right? And salt mostly comes from salt water. Right? We got a whole line, miles long fucking plastics in the goddamn seawater, the ocean right now. It's a whole bunch of plastic up in that bitch. So you would think that the plastic, if it's made of salt, is only returning back to where it came from. But it can't biodegrade. Like everything else, too much salt fuck you up. Right? Too much salt to fuck you up. And I tell you, hey Shay, how you doing? Yes, Shay, facts. Facts. Now, I can say here, listen, when it comes to this plastic in the water, fucking up the water, I'm madder than a motherfucker, and this shit is fucked up, and boot the back, and hoot the hat. But I'm not going to the ocean to pick up every fucking plastic now, am I? No. I'm not going out there to do that. So do I detach myself from feeling a way about that? No. I'm not just going to cut off me feeling anything about that situation. I feel a way about plastic in the ocean. I feel crazy that I know that salt creates plastics and all these plastics are in the salt water and you can't do nothing about it. It's destroying the plant life in the ocean and all that flyness. That shit angers me. It angers me to high heaven, yo. How humans could take something natural, something that's purifying, something that's good for you, and turn it into shit. And end up destroying a motherfucker. Shay, every once in a while, I'll do this thing called dropping a gem. Every once in a blue. It happens sometimes. Most of the time, listen, I'm supposed to be talking better about my motherfucking self, right? You goddamn right, bitch. You goddamn right. You goddamn right I be dropping these motherfucking gems. Godmama, Fee talked about a lot of things, but we didn't get specific. She did talk about sea salt. Like, she broke down the salt. And that, you know, Chabu, let me just jump. Let me just go to that live real quick. That live was awesome to me. I got hit with a curveball because she was like, Noelle is taking over. And I was like, word, all right, let's go, let's do it. But one thing, Godmama's going to understand what the fuck. I was like, listen, I don't care when I go. I got to go before Fee. Because I know that Fee is going to say a lot of things that I want to talk about. Right? And I didn't want to seem too redundant. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna cut this out, I'm gonna cut that out, I'm gonna cut that out, and we're gonna put these things right here for me. And child, I'm telling you, when Fee was talking, I was like, let me cross that out, cross that out, yep, I wrote that down too, wrote that motherfucker, yeah. Y'all go check out Fundi Fee, man. We be, like, she be having these think tanks or whatever. Them shits is good to me. I don't know about y'all, but I like that shit. I like that shit because I think outside of the box. There's nothing wrong with everybody talking about health on a matter. None at all. I love health. I talk about health for the next 5 days about any motherfucking thing. The medical, the scientific, the who the hat, the who that. Hey, all of that. But I like to learn something new too, and apply that holistically all around, all around. Because human beings are not just our bodies. We're our environment. We're, you know what I'm saying, all kinds of shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I love that shit. But I was like, I'm going to say a whole bunch of shit that Fee might say, and she going to dive deeper into the motherfucker. She going to get real specific, and I'm not getting specific. So, you know what I'm saying? So thank you, Godmom, for putting that up there. So let me go before Fee. Let me go before Fee. I can be second to last. Child. Child. La, la, la. All right? It's a lot of knowledge. Yeah. Shay, you should come through. Oh, see, Noel, I'm glad to hear that, Noel. Listen, I'd have been nervous. Noel. She was like, Noel is taking over. I was like, she better not say no Shri. What? Oscar Madison would have jumped out of my body. She would have been like, hey, Shri is taking over. Oscar Madison would have jumped out like, bitch, it's time to take a nap. Okay? I didn't take no shower yet. I'm about to mess up my house. I'm about to be pigpen out this motherfucker. What? Huh? You want me to do what? Felix, come fix this shit. Felix be like, I got things to do. You handle this yourself, Oscar Madison, and we all be fucked up. Noel, you did a fantastic job. What's up, Joe number one? You did a fantastic job, Noel. Because you certainly taught me something. You certainly did. Okay? And I love to learn. And I actually like to be wrong. I don't like to be right all the time. Because I could be right, and from my own perception, it looks crazy to other people. They be like, what the fuck is she talking about? And then, somebody say the same thing from another perspective, and then it'll be like, oh, okay, that shit gel. So going back to what I said, in the beginning of this live, I shouldn't feel no way if that's, what I'm saying? I have to practice non-attachment in that scenario. In the scenario of, oh, I said this just now and nobody paid attention, and then 6 months later they're going to say the same shit and I'm going to feel away. Nah, I have to practice non-attachment with that feeling, right? I can't feel like that. I have to let go of that feeling right there, because I also understand that I might say something and it might be the realest, but the way I say it or the way I see it, somebody else might not pick up on that. They might not have the same glasses as me. So somebody else say the same thing and they're coming from a different perspective, and it's like, oh, now it's clicking. I can't be like, well, why you ain't listening to me when I said that shit 6 months ago? No, non-attachment for that particular feeling. Okay? For that feeling right there, don't put that to the side, because we can see it like this. Sometimes non-attachment can look to the bright side of things, right? Put the shoe on the other foot type of thing. Those type of things lead to non-attachment, not detachment. Because non-attachment, you have to have some level of compassion. You know what I'm saying? It's not like apathy. You have to have some level of understanding, compassion. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's more of a choice. You warned us. You sure did. It's all good. Okay? Listen. We know Fee is good on this shit. Fee is good for switching things up and shaking the box. All right? This Virgo energy right here is some crazy shit, Shay. It's crazy. Because Mercury retrograde is in Virgo, and we got all these other motherfucking retrogrades popping off and shit like this. Apparently, the Mercury retrograde in Virgo really hones in on, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong on this, okay? Because I'm not the freshest on the zodiac signs unless the motherfucker says Capricorn, okay? If the motherfucker don't say Capricorn on it, I'm not paying too much attention as much as I should. And that's just honesty, okay, bitch? I'm a Capricorn. But I think the Mercury retrograde in Virgo, like you supposed, like even though you're not supposed to make certain decisions, you're gonna have to make certain decisions. Okay? You're gonna have to choose what's the best way, what's the right way to communicate. You're gonna have all these things pop up. It's not just a regular Mercury retrograde, like, bitch, don't talk to me. Or don't buy no TV, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I heard this one is different. All right? It's fucking different. Pluto. Hey, Shay, is Pluto still a planet? Does that count anymore? I told y'all motherfuckers that my sign is Sisyphus. What's that new zodiac sign? I am a Sisyphus. I'm no longer a Capricorn. I have to be a Sisyphus because that's the only way shit makes sense in my motherfucking world. You know what? And that's good. That's good. You supposed to grow. That's what the MFF do. Y'all know I never called Fundi MFF? Do y'all know what MMF stands for in my mind? Yo, I'm an idiot, I swear. Yo, MFF always sounded like motherfucking fee. All right? And I was like, I won't call a motherfucking fee all day. Oops, I just farted, I think. Okay. Okay, let me see. But yes, you listen, Noel, you're gonna grow. I made the choice not to grow. Can you believe that, Noel? I'm gonna get the godmama's comment in a second. Noel, if you could believe it, I made the choice not to grow anymore. Okay? I made that choice, and Fundi will tell you that it's true. I made the choice not to grow no more. She always has me growing, always has me on a growth path. And I kind of jumped off the motherfucker for a while and hid under the fucking, under the cliff. And was like, I don't want to grow. I don't want to be a grower no more. I want to punish myself, give me some more. I'm an idiot for sure. Boricua Morena. All right, I'm back. Girl, I haven't been elaborating this whole goddamn time. I've been stagnant like a motherfucker. I ain't want to do shit. I shuts the fuck down. I shut down. Okay? If it wasn't for the think tanks, girl, I'd still be Oscar Madison on the pig pen bed. Like, I don't want to do a motherfuck thing. Okay? There was a time I did not want to do fitness. I did not want to do yoga. I did not want to plant nothing. I did not want to put water on a motherfuck thing. Okay? I did not want to read a book. I did not want to watch TV. I did not even want to talk to you motherfuckers. But I did it just to make sure I was sane. The Song of the 13 Postures, I folded it up and put it away underneath the altar. I left dust on these motherfucking shits. And I said, fuck it all. Fuck it all. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it all. I don't want to grow. Fuck a grow. Because when I grow, I fail. I ain't feel like failing no more. The universe was dealing me too many different things that I did not want to handle no more. And I still put on a brave face like a good old black woman does and act like ain't nothing the fuck wrong. But I sure sat in my corner and cried and cried and cried. And people would come. Shree, you okay? I'm okay, bitch. I'm okay, bitch. I'm okay, bitch. Don't you see that I'm motherfucking okay? Noel, I just saw your comment. I'm going to get back to what Godmama said earlier, but Noel, I just saw your comment. I'm glad she changed your mind. You know what? Fee did not change my mind, Noel. If Fee changed my mind, she would not be a good teacher. She really would not be a good teacher if she changed my mind. No, Noel, I changed my own mind. She was just sitting there waiting for me. She was waiting for me. I walked right back over to where I left the ass at. I left her right there at the corner of growth and denial. Okay, and I went down Denial Road for a while, and I came back to the growth corner, and she was still sitting right there. And I said, I changed my mind, Fee. I wanna grow again. She said, okay, bitch, here, I got this live coming up. I got this. She said, it took your ass long enough, and I sure wasn't walking down that road with your dumb ass. And I was like, I know, Fee, that was a road I had to walk by myself. She was like, well, welcome back, bitch. And I said, thank you. She gave me my hug and said, bitch, I got that. Hey, you ready? You ready? Oh, wait, let me reread it. Yeah, I did change my shit. Oh, I see. I'm glad I changed my mind. Yeah. I'm sorry. Let me reread. Yes. I changed my motherfucking mind. She just sat there and waited for a bitch. And that was good. Hey, Shay, I already feel these motherfucking changes. I feel them. I feel the changes. I feel changes every day. Okay, let me go. Let me see what Godmama said. Because she said, oh, yes, from my perspective, it's meant for you to challenge your systems or routines and see what works and what doesn't. The Godmama, this better be the culmination of the motherfucking shit, because I've been going through this shit for months, challenging my systems and routines. I totally detached from my systems and my routines, child. I sure did. I did. These retrogrades all focus on world change overall. Child, we need some Jeepers to come up in here and change something. Yeah, I got to reevaluate all the approaches. Yes, shit or get off the pot. Okay? You know, my natal plant retrograde, what that mean? What, girl, I got to catch up to y'all, because I'm about to say something else. Oh, this is what I want to say. Oh, yes. Listen, Shay, you know Saturn is my people, right? You said the natal planet. That's right. It is the natal planet. Because I was like, what is my natal planet? I don't know what my natal planet is. I need to get that planet, goddammit. But yes, honey, Saturn is in retrograde. Is Saturn in retrograde now? Because I've been excited about this Saturn in retrograde, honey. Let me tell y'all something here. Okay? Motherfuckers think that the planet Saturn is evil as fuck. It is not evil, okay? It's just stern, and it is, it's very rigid, okay? Very rigid. And the planet of Saturn, it loves really hard. And I'm coming from a place of Vedic astrology, all right? Excuse me. Saturn ain't bad, but Saturn will kick your ass. That's right, Shay. And I've been lacking in discipline for a while. Yeah, like it's like 7 of these shits, man. It's like 7 of these motherfuckers. And the only thing I seen all of them was a Saturn. I ain't seen no Capricorn. But the Capricorn planet is Saturn and shit. So we tough. We tough. You know what I mean? Another thing that let me say it like this. I am very grateful for each and every person that is typing to me right now. Okay? I'm very grateful for one reason and one reason alone. And this is no disrespect to the men. Shout out to Daquan, Joe number 1, Joe number 2. Y'all came up in my shit. How we stoop so low. All the men. Shout out to the men. Okay? Shout out to y'all. But really, shout out to the ladies, because one of the things that I tend to overthink with and I tend to detach from a lot is women. Right? I don't get along with women very well. I haven't since childhood. It's not just my experiences as a child of women. As far as other women are concerned, if that makes any sense, it has more to do with the misogynistic environment that I was raised in. And I had a lifelong struggle since I was a child of being my own person and not being bound by what you think womanhood is or what it's supposed to be. I was a feminist in that respect from when I was about 3 years old. Got to a point where I did not want to be a woman. Not because I had transgender issues or any shit like that. It wasn't like, yo, I want to be a boy because I feel like I'm a boy inside. It really was, I want to be a boy because boys don't go through what women go through. I did not want a period. The fuck is this? Well, as soon as I started growing breasts, I couldn't play sports no more. I couldn't hang out with my peoples. None of that. Even before puberty, chicks treated me fucked up. And I had to learn how to fight back against broads. When puberty hit, that's when the men started to try to fuck me over. Right? So I've always had a struggle getting along with a whole bunch of women. I would never be a part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta and none of that shit. There's too many bitches that's concentrated in the motherfucker. I would definitely have a problem with somebody. Okay? Sometimes it's easier just to get along with men. So, when I talk to women now, I really value that shit. Because it's hard sometimes. And not because women are fucked up individuals naturally. I realize we are not fucked up individuals naturally, but society has manipulated us into being a certain way. We don't have to be that way. We can all learn how to be human fucking beings. Okay? But until that happens, some women I look at different than other women. I'm not your conventional 48-year-old broad. Another reason why I would never be able to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta or New York or whatever them housewife bitches is. Because I'm the age of the housewife bitches. Okay? I don't wear makeup. I don't. I don't wear weavy bees. I don't. Hell, I don't even want to wear dresses all the motherfucking time because I don't want to hear some creep ass man talking about my ass or my titty or whatever the fuck, okay? Even though I do wear leggings. I would never get along with them bros. I don't do all that. Listen, when them bros want to have the spa day, I will be right there. Call me for spa day, bitch. I will raise money. If they got a layaway plan, I will jump on the motherfucker. I will come with you. Okay? I will sit there at lunch and brunch with the bitches and go through all that shit. I will for spa day. Anything else? I stay the fuck home. Okay? I'm no. No, I can't. Can't do it. Yeah. So I appreciate when I can talk to women and get along with women because I don't talk right to people in general, child. I really don't. I got problems with that. Okay? I got problems talking to people in general. And it's like, I want to help women because I'm a woman, right? I'm a woman. I don't like it, but I'm a woman. And it's not that I don't like it because of whatever else. It's just goddamn periods are a pain in the ass. But you know what? I'm not mad at getting a period now. Hey, because I know it's going the way of the dodo. All right, I'm getting into that phase where the periods are starting to be scarce. So it's like, I don't mind the period now, bitch. When you had the periods, you was mad as fuck. I have the worst period problems. I have the worst periods. Oh, why, Shri? Why do you have such horrible period problems? Because I had a very traumatic childhood, y'all. I'm not saying that to be facetious at all. I'm not. There's no way in hell I could be facetious about my childhood. I had a fucked up childhood and it was highly traumatic. Really, it was. But watch me practice non-attachment right now. And not really talk about it. Not because I hated it or anything like that. Not at all. And I know that when I talk about certain things about my childhood, it'll make me cry again. But I don't want to be seen as a victim. I don't want to play a victim role. I don't want to trauma bond with anybody. Not on purpose. And I get it. In order to be a good friend, you got to cry on people's shoulders. You got to tell motherfuckers what's going on shit. Motherfuckers call me and I listen and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem listening and helping your ass out. But I don't want to dump all that on you, goddammit. I don't want to be vulnerable all the time, goddammit. And there's nothing wrong with me sitting here and having non-attachment about it. You know how long it took for me to resolve that even though I should hate my father to the God's green ends of the earth, hell and heaven, I don't. I don't. I can tell you all the bad things my father was, is, did. My father was a whore. My father was an alcoholic. Did I mention he was a whore? And he was a woman beater. Hey, did I mention that? I'm actually smiling right now saying it. Not being facetious at all. He was a womanizer. He was an alcoholic. He was a woman beater. He was misogynist as fuck. He was charismatic as hell. He could have been the president if he wanted to be. He taught me a great many things. And I gotta love this man. I got to. Because he made me. I don't gotta like him. But I gotta love him. And I do love him. I do. That's what non-attachment does. If I was to detach from my father, he's the sperm donor. I never want to talk about him again. I never want to talk to him again. Maybe it's easier because my dad's dead, right? Maybe if my dad was alive, I'd have to practice a lot of detachment. But because he's dead, maybe it's easier for me to practice this non-attachment of knowing who he was, knowing what he did, and how that damaged the fuck out of me. But also knowing that if I hold on to these feelings and these emotions, I'm not going to get to be who I need to be. I'm not going to be able to grow no more. And it's okay if every once in a while I open the daddy door and a little bit of hurt and anguish and despair and all that comes out and seeps into me. It's okay. But this non-attachment right here can allow me to look and be like, yo, there's certain things that he did taught me that was valuable in my life to this day. And if it wasn't for his fucked up sperm, I wouldn't be here. I don't have to blame my grandmother. I don't have to blame my uncles. I don't have to blame my grandfather for anything that my father did. I don't even have to blame the good Most High, because the good Most High created everything and allowed all the motherfucker to happen. Hey, Miss Raz. Hey, G5. Let me get back to this chat here because I've been yakking and I ain't even look at the motherfucking chat and shit. Hey, Stormy, how you doing? Did I see? Hey, okay, that was Godmama giving me the signal. So let's see. So 5 out of 7 major planets in retrograde. The housewives annoy you. They annoy me too, but they're controlled chaos in my book. So I watch them. And then sometimes I just be looking at their fashions and I be like, motherfuckers really walk around dressed like that. But I remember back in the days in Brooklyn, I used to have a little savoir faire. I used to have a little fashion flair and shit. I used to wear a little bit of color in the fall and I had some heels on and shit like this and maybe some, eyeshadow. Godmama, you having the time of your life during these retrogrades? Child, boo. Shay, I'm reading this comment. I enjoy older spiritual women. Child, I'm annoying as fuck. I'm an older idiot. Sometimes I'm spiritual. I'm getting back to it though. I really am, whether I want to or not. This whole talk of non-attachment is spiritual as fuck for me. It is, because I am a big Raja Yoga fan. So this shit here, listen. I always wanted to relate to women, and I could to an extent, but then it'll be like, here you go, bitch. Here you go, bitch. Oh Lord, here you. Child, I got to go. I got to go. And I'll be honest with y'all. I don't have a problem. I used to have a problem with being a lady. I'm not no fucking lady. But I respect ladies. Okay, I respect ladies now. I really do. I do. Hey, women are powerful. Yo, women are gods, yo. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Women are godlike. All right? And I'm going to tell you something. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, but I didn't know how to put it out. So, I'm back in the comments, y'all. Y'all keep talking. I'm going back in the comments to see what the fuck. When I'm on YouTube, I look at a lot of weird shit. Okay? I'm a weirdo. It's okay. So I've been looking at the alien movies and how some of these content creators break down the alien movies and Prometheus and those, that whole series. And I was watching a video about Prometheus, but they were talking about the engineers. Okay, and if you ever seen the movie Prometheus, when Wayland and David, who is the AI, have this whole conversation with the engineer, one of these videos explained how these engineers, they were about sacrifice rituals. Okay, in order for something to be created, something had to be destroyed. You had to sacrifice a piece of yourself in order for something to be created. And Wayland kind of fucked that up. You know what I'm saying? He kind of fucked it up. Because one, he came back looking for the person who made him. If it's about a sacrifice, and I know I'm not explaining it perfectly, but I got it. Like, if I'm doing a sacrifice for you to be alive, what the fuck are you coming back to find me for? Huh? Ain't you supposed to evolve enough to figure it the fuck out? Like, what are you doing? Right? This is why this was the interpretation from this particular content creator of how the engineer reacted to these men. Okay? They reacted to these men indignantly, like, who the fuck are you coming back here? Like, you're not even, what? You don't have any idea of my religion or my faith or what I follow or how I follow it. And you just being here asking me for fucking immortality when you know that I had to literally die somewhat in order for you to fucking be here. You're killing my soul. Okay, you're really killing my soul, Waylon. However, there was a woman named Shaw, right? And I think she was like the captain or some shit. I don't quite remember. She probably was the captain. When she spoke, the engineer looked at her differently. He didn't come at her with indignance. And also, it was later found out that in order for the engineer to speak to them in any sort of way, it took a lot of energy out of them physically. So the engineer was annoyed that he has to talk to them in the first place. He's losing so much fucking energy just to talk to their ass. Anyway, when the woman Shaw speaks to him, he looks at her differently. He responds to her differently. He explains to Shaw, not exactly David and Wayland, he explains to Shaw how many times they tried to help the human race evolve properly. The engineer even spoke about Jesus, how they took one person out of humanity, taught him everything they knew, put him back into humanity, and they killed his ass. All right, he was not giving these types of explanations with these men. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Why is he treating her different? But I realized that womanhood itself, right? Being a woman, being pregnant, having a child, that is as close to their sacrifice ritual as humanity is gonna get. Okay? She was closer to these engineers than these men were. And he knew that. Fundamentally looking at her, this is a female. She is more understanding to what the fuck I am doing or why I did it. Especially if you know that I had to sacrifice a part of myself to make you. This woman is going to understand that as well. Because she sacrifices a part of herself just to be able to push a baby out. Even if it takes a man and a woman to create that baby. She's the one doing the actual sacrifice ritual. Where she got to take something in. She got to take the sperm in. Like the engineer drank whatever, the black goo. You feel me? And then with the black goo, he made humanity in them. She didn't have to drink no black goo. She took some white goo up in her poom poom and then spit out a kid, yo. So she was the closest thing, naturally, fundamentally, to these gods. And for me, that was some powerful ass shit. When they say the black woman is God, you motherfucking right on so many different levels. You motherfucking right. But we different types of gods. We more, we got bamboozled, okay? Been gaslighted for fucking eons and shit. Anyway, let me get back. Hey, Miss Raz. Yeah, Godmama, I don't want trombone, no motherfucking body. Vulnerability is my strong suit. I do it too well sometimes. It's a problem. Okay, y'all still talking? Let me scroll down here. Stormy says, I practice non-attachment and mine is still living. It gets interesting at times. I feel like you're talking about your dad. It's highly interesting at times. And in order for me to practice non-attachment with my dad before he died, I really had to detach from him for a little while. But then I had to sit and understand certain things. I had to understand him as a human being, his upbringing, what he went through, what he learned. Same with my moms, yo. Same with my moms. My emotions are not me. No, they not. They're not always you. Your feelings. Whew. Emotions versus feelings. They are different things. All right, and I think I did a live on this a while back. Emotions versus feelings. They are different shits. Okay? Sometimes you want to have non-attachment towards the emotions. Sometimes you have to practice non-attachment towards the feeling itself. Psychologically speaking, all this is a crazy mind fuck, and I'd rather just go to sleep and fart for 24 hours. Yeah, let's keep going. Yeah, Shay, that's facts. Well, Shay, here's the issue. Learning your attachments is one thing, but once you realize that everything is trying to attach itself to you, that's another level of shit. If you think about it, everything is trying to attach itself to you. All these fucking propaganda in the media, the fucking the subliminal messages you see, you may or may not see, all these agendas being pushed on society. It's one thing for me to learn what I attach to. It's another thing when you understand all these different things that are trying to attach to you. Hell, one of my attachments is this reality TV bullshit. This mess, right? I'm attached to mess. I don't know if it's because I'm a child of the 80s and we lived in the ages of excess and it was okay to like mess, and we just perpetuated that motherfucker. Hey, love, how you doing? Well, hello, Queen Sandy. Queen Sandy, you saw my thumbnail, girl. You came in here because of this thumbnail. We gonna get to that. All right? We gonna get to my thumbnail, child. I didn't forget. I'm tomboy, too. Shit. Hey, Shay, you use your channel for whatever the fuck you want. You hear me? Okay. You like that movie? Shit, that movie was crazy. Yo, Stormy, Interstellar. Oh my gosh, yo. Interstellar was crazy, yo. Interstellar was bananas, yo. I didn't like the fucking lady, yo. She got me mad, yo. That lady pissed me off because it was like that lady was making all the stupidest decisions in the world to me. I was like, bitch, you didn't make one good decision the fuck yet. Shut your ass up and sit the fuck down. You got this motherfucker killed here on the water planet, and you fucked up my boy in space. Y'all don't understand. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. That water planet right there is crazy to me. Because I used to have recurring nightmares about tidal waves. Like 1,000-foot tidal waves. Okay? Not no little couple hundred feet. 1,000 feet. Okay? So that water planet was ill to me, period. Okay? The next thing that, I'm going to tell you what made me cry. And I'm sure y'all going to write it in the comments. I'm going to scroll down and be like, yup, right? The part of Interstellar that made me cry the most was when they was on that water planet, and you subconsciously hearing them ticks, tick, 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 and I didn't know what the ticks were when I first saw the movie, but for some reason the ticks, that shit was irking me, yo. I was like, why the fuck I keep hearing these tick? Where the fuck is the clock at? Does the planet have a natural clock sound? Because there's no trees and shit, ain't no birds. So this is some natural shit. The fuck is going on? Tick, tick, tick. Hurry up, bitch. Hurry up, legs. Whatever the fuck you is. That guy is dead. That's fucked up. Let's go. Get the fuck off this planet. By the time they got off the planet and they went back to the ship and they saw the homeboy, they was like, yo, homie, 23 years or some shit passed that the homeboy was waiting for their ass. He waited 23 years for their ass. And they was only gone for like 7 hours. They was only gone for like 7 or 8 hours. That motherfucker sat 23 years. Because of the proximity of the planet to the event horizon of a black hole and where he was at in proximity. Yo, that shit had me balling. And y'all niggas want, this is why I get so excited and passionate and I be acting out about space. Believe that shit. And a black man waited 23 years for y'all motherfuckers. Because most black people that y'all stereotype all goddamn day, them black people would have left after 5 years. They'd have been like, oh no, we getting away from this black hole right here. Oh, hey, what the fuck? And I know y'all alive because I hear y'all yakety yakking on the horn. But motherfucker, I'm the fuck out. Well, there's only 2 hours that passed, Shree. Bitch, I got a wrinkle. Ain't enough exercise up here. Ain't enough oxygen, bitch. I got to go. I want to go home to Earth. Anyway. Yeah, Stormy. It sure was. The man who fell to Earth. Okay, I gotta watch that too. Shit. Stormy, is so hard to think before you act. And to me, thinking before I act, I have to practice non-attachment for that shit. One of the reasons why non-attachment is so hard and detachment is so easy is because detachment can happen like that. I don't have to think about detaching. I don't have to. I could just, boom. But thinking before you act, that has to be a process of non-attachment. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm thinking this thought, I'm not going to attach myself to that thought. I'm thinking this feeling right here, I'm not going to attach myself to that feeling. I'm going to acknowledge that this is going on and that's what the fuck is going on and that's how I feel right now about this thing. But I'm not going to attach myself. I'm not going to bond to this feeling. I'm not going to bond to this trauma over here. I'm not doing it. Hey, Sharon Allen, welcome. Welcome. Man, Stormy, it's crazy when you on an empath tip. I got to watch the rest of Fee's. Fee did an upload after the live, the empath closing class. I got to listen to it again Because she said 2 things you got to do. You got to listen to yourself, and then you have to, notice what else is going on, what's in the other pile, everything else. You got to be aware of what's going on with you, and you got to be aware of what's going on with everything else. And for you to be able to do that in a balanced manner, I'm not even going to say in a neutral manner, in a balanced manner, whether you have biases or not, you have to have non-attachment. Because you got to know, in order for you to have proper discernment, you have to have non-attachment. And that, like I said, that doesn't mean detachment. You could be in the middle of a fucking situation, right? You could be in the middle of a situation, and you can say, oh, I'm going to detach from this. I'm just going to take myself out of this equation, and I'm going to disappear. That's detachment. But that don't mean that you still not attached to the bullshit, right? Your name still, your energy still going to be there. There's a difference between detaching and saying, I'm going to remove myself from the situation, and being able to sit in the situation and be like, yo, I'm not changing my stance. I'm not changing how I feel. I'm not veering off to the left. I'm not veering off to the right. I'm going to stay right here because this is what I see from both sides. This is what I see. In order for you to have the middle path proper, you have to have some sort of non-attachment. And non-attachment is not popular. Okay? That shit is unpopular as fuck. Detachment is popular. Cut that bitch off. Cut that nigga off. Cut all the people off. Cut the shit off. Cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off. That shit is popular as hell. But what if I don't want to cut it off? What if I want to fold it in half? I don't want to tear it off. I just want to fold it. I just want to clear the paper. You know? Man, yeah, Stormy, she did. I was so mad at that lady. Right, Stormy, you fat. Right, Stormy. Those aren't mountains. Those are waves. Bitch, what? I'm out. I'm out, bitch. Yeah. Yes, Stormy, he didn't realize he was there. Noel, you have a great one. Thank you so much. I hope you learned that I'm an idiot. Stormy, Interstellar was like the adult version of Back to the Future. Okay? Yeah, Godmama, when you going live? Noel, you do what you gotta do, hon. Okay? You got unpopular opinions to express? Maybe I should come to your live, Godmama, because I always got unpopular opinions, child. And that's the other thing. I don't always want to express the motherfucker. I don't always want to express my unpopular opinions. Sometimes I want to keep my unpopular opinions to my motherfucking self. I don't got to tell you motherfuckers every goddamn thing. I really don't. But that's another thing. Because a motherfucker will tell me, and when I say a motherfucker will tell me, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that in the best way possible. The best motherfuckers in my life that I listen to on a daily basis will sit there and tell me, Shri, you're not vulnerable enough to these people. What? These motherfuckers done seen me cry or heard me cry. If you was on Bigo, you seen me cry. These motherfuckers done seen me mad, yelling and feeling it. I ain't vulnerable enough. You ain't tell people your backstory. Fuck, for what? And actually, I did sprinkle a little here and there. No, you ain't telling them enough. Yeah, fuck them people. You see that cycle right there? That's a fucked up cycle right there. That's a fucked up cycle. Because then I don't want to talk, no, I'm going to fuck them people, yo. How much more vulnerable you want me to get? You want me to go ape shit crazy? No, I don't want to. It's plenty of times that I want to get vulnerable and hoot the hat and all this. And then I think about, I sit there and meditate on a motherfucker. I be like, yeah, I'm going to get ready to, you know what, this is trauma bonding. Fuck this shit. Fuck this trauma bonding shit. And hey, Stormy, every time I say my tear ducts are currently out of service, the motherfuckers pop forth. Oh no, you not dysfunctional. I'll tell you what's dysfunctional. If I cry and I swing on you, it's definitely a problem. If I'm about to fight somebody and I cry first, it's a problem. It's a real problem. I've had friends watch me get ready to fight people, and I start crying, and the person I'm ready to fight be like, why the fuck is she crying? I ain't even do nothing to her yet. And my peoples will be like, we gotta go. You're crying? We gotta go. We got to go. Right now. Right now. Yeah, Stormy, I'm similar. I'm very similar. I'll cry before fighting you. Why? Can I tell you this secret, y'all? Why do I cry before I'm ready to fight you? Because when you hit me, I won't feel it. I done cried that out already. I'm crying out the pain that you might give me. So if I cry before I fight, my friends know we're going to get her away from you right now. Because she gonna look like a Terminator on your ass. You're going to hit her in her face, in her stomach, in her chest, wherever you hit her at. And she's going to look at you like you didn't do shit. Even if she falls to the ground, she's going to get up again and fuck you up. We don't want to see it. So we out. Yeah, I black out. Yeah, I black out. As a Capricorn trait, I imagine, because I black out. And if I laugh before I fight, if I really get angry and I laugh, it's a wrap for you verbally. If I laugh before we supposed to, we arguing this and I laugh, I'm going to wreck your ass verbally. Oh, yeah, I'm going to get you. Yeah. But Stormy, that's why I'm a fan of karma, okay? I am a fan of karma, y'all. Because I don't got to fight no more. I don't got to fight nobody when karma is my friend. When karma is my friend and one of my forces of nature, I really don't got to cry for shit. I really don't got to fight for no reason. Nope. What I need to fight for? Hey, Karma, do you want me to fight today? No. Okay. Hey, Karma, you want me to be the vessel for the shit? No. Okay. Don't worry, baby. I got this. Okay. Thank you, Karma. Thank you, boo. Thank you, Karma. You so nice to me, Karma. Karma, child. And Karma be like, no, I'm not that nice. I'm going to come back to you in a second. Okay, but at least you fair, bitch. Don't change, Karma. Motherfucker. Don't change. Don't change, bitch. Child Stormy, you already know. You already know. You already know. Yeah. And I mean, Stormy, you can't ignore shit all the time. There's always going to be that time where, like I said, non-attachment is going to be like, yo, you might as well open the door. Open the door. But we're going to put them right back out. We're not going to let them linger up in here. They got a clock. They got the clock countdown. We're going to have the clock countdown on these emotions and feelings right here that, don't be scared. Don't be scared. And like I told Layla, I don't pour pot of hot water and piss on people no more. So God is good. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do that no more. I don't have to be on team pour a hot pot of piss and water upon your head. I don't have to be a part of that team no more. Like I'm from an era where I've seen bitches fight and a bitch pulled out her bloody maxi pad and slapped the other bitch with it. I didn't pull out my maxi pad, nor did I get hit by the maxi pad. But I saw that fight. Okay? Yeah, yeah. I saw that shit. Hey, it be some crazy motherfuckers in the world. I done seen all kinds of shit. So it's like, yeah, we not to do that. You saw a girl throw acid? Child. I saw the after effects of acid being poured on a woman by a man. I've seen domestic violence cases with acid. I have friends who, lost organs and limbs due to domestic violence. Yeah, Stormy. Newark? Yeah, I get it. Shit, it ain't that far. They ain't that far from, this shit here where I'm at. Hell yeah, Stormy. It's like, yo, y'all motherfuckers want to know about me? Y'all want to know about all the times I avoided getting shot, getting stabbed, getting stepped on in a stampede, all kinds of shit? Y'all really want to hear about that shit? Child, boo. I don't even want to hear about that shit no more. Y'all want to hear about how I had to zigzag in the middle of the street not to get shot while motherfuckers is busting shots at every fucking body else? And then they busting shots at the fucking police? Y'all want to hear about how I seen little 3-year-old babies get shot in the middle of the street by stray bullets? Y'all really want me to talk about that shit? What are we doing? What are we doing? And if I didn't practice non-attachment, I'd take everything personal. Every little thing I used to take personal. And me having non-attachment as well as detachment in some as well as detachment in some cases. Excuse me. Help me not to take everything so fucking personal. Everything ain't about goddamn me. Oh, Stormy, we know about that one, yo. We all know about that one, yo. Where when you look at the news, right? When you look at the news and you see the body and it got like a sheet over it, that body ain't got no sheet because of the police. That body got a sheet because somebody from the neighborhood decided to put a sheet over the body so that the little kids don't see the motherfucker with their head, with their brains on the motherfucking street. Y'all know how hard it is to clean blood on the street? It's hard, B. That shit ain't easy. It don't take just bleach and a toothbrush to get rid of blood on concrete, son. That shit sits there. It's only professionals that can get that shit out when the fuck, to get it the fuck out. That's not no dibby thing. You know? That's what I talk about. Oh, I got out of that. No, bitch, I still live here. I still live in New York. And it's still fucked up. As a matter of fact, it's even more fucked up now. It's even more fucked up. I've been on here almost 2 hours talking to y'all. Just sugar shit. It's been more fucked up, yo. A man went into a woman's house in Sunset Park and beat her to death with a hammer, and the 2 kids got fucked up too. Now, I said that shit wrong. Let me rephrase it, okay? Let me rephrase it. A man who was living in another room, a man and his son was living in one room, and this lady with her 2 kids was living in another room. Okay? In Sunset Park. These are not even black people. These are people from China. These are Chinese people. Okay? I don't know what happened. I don't know how it happened. I don't know what led to whatever. But this man with the son in the room decided to go into the other room in the same apartment or maybe next door and take a hammer and bash that woman upside her head until she's dead, and her 2 kids, I think they're in critical condition. There's 8 million people living in this small ass space. All right? And while these people are killing each other, living in rooms in an apartment, let's hope it's a 3-bedroom apartment, we got 100,000 plus migrants coming in here, sleeping on the goddamn street. They looking for a place to live. They looking for a job. You think jobs are popping out here? What's going on with the homeless out here? We ain't solved the homelessness problem out here. It's a bunch of homeless out here. And homeless families. Not homeless like single ass men or old ladies with they fucking cart. The face of homelessness out here is a single mother with 4 and 5 kids living in some dilapidated ass shelter, which is an apartment building. How they getting help? But we let more people in here because New York City has a right to open arms a motherfucker. But the rest of the state don't have this right to open up the shit. And the governor don't want these migrants to leave the city. They don't want them to go to the rest of the state. Oh no, it's only New York City that got this bullshit. We already got 8 million people in this little ass space. Y'all got a whole bunch of land up fucking state, son. Let these people be farmers or some shit. But no, this government dipshit wants to make it worse for New York. And I guarantee you that New York City powers New York State. If it wasn't for New York City, New York State wouldn't be shit. We'd be like Idaho, bitch. Okay? Facts. Make sure you got some form of a weapon in your crib. And I heard San Francisco is disgusting. San Francisco used to be the best shit ever. Ronzaroni, Rice-A-Roni. It used to be the San Francisco treat, yo. I was scared of them hills, but I always wanted to go out there and deal with that shit. But now, hell no. Can't go out there. That shit, I heard San Francisco is worse than Skid Row in motherfucking LA. I heard that Hollywood is just like Atlantic City, yo. Hell, who's been to Atlantic City out here? Atlantic City looks beautiful from, you know, whatever the fuck you want to look at, whatever pictures you want to look at. Even when you go to Atlantic City, that shit looks beautiful as fuck. But don't walk to the other edge of the boardwalk. As long as you stay your ass on this side of the boardwalk, Atlantic City gonna be the most beautiful shit. But as soon as you go to the other side of the boardwalk, oh hell no. Okay? All that shit is nasty and bums and all that extra shit. I ain't been to Atlantic City in years, yo. Almost 10 years. maybe even more than 10 years. And the last time I went to AC, we ended up walking to the other side of the boardwalk and shit. There was a bum asking for money, and my dumb ass said, "What you need this money for?" Turns out he only wanted the money to go gamble. I tell you the truth, I would have rather him said, "I want some crack." I really would have. I was like, "Damn, you don't even want no drugs?" He was like, "Nah, because if I win, I get my own goddamn drugs, get my own shit." But he's on the street because of fucking gambling. Shit is wild. Shit is crazy, man. We all practice non-attachment somehow. We all practice detachment somehow. We all have to figure out the mechanics of bringing peace to your mind and to your heart, or what the fuck ever. You know, there's always gonna be a moment where somebody don't like you. You not doing enough for somebody. You not doing enough for yourself. You don't like your motherfucking self. It's always something to blame. New York, fuck New York, who and who, da da da. All these problems, all these issues. What do you do? Do you sit in all this shit? Do you turn Oscar Madison on it? Do you turn Felix Unger on it? Non-attachment is telling both Oscar and Felix to sit the fuck down. Non-attachment is telling Oscar Madison and Felix Unger both to sit and watch the fucking clouds go by. And the clock countdown is for 30 minutes. Okay? That's non-attachment. Detachment is Oscar, get the fuck out of here. Felix, get the fuck out of here. I'm not listening to neither one of y'all. Non-attachment is like, Oscar, sit. Felix, sit. And we all just gonna sit. And we all just gonna watch the fucking clouds go by and the sunshine and the rainfall. And then we could talk about whatever the fuck we need to talk about, okay? And when we talk about it, we're gonna think more about the clouds and the sun as opposed to, you know what I'm saying? The clouds look beautiful, the rain falling looks beautiful, as opposed to it's raining, I can't do shit. Or it's raining, I won't do shit. Anyway, that's enough for me. I'm sure there's somebody better on live right now. Somebody better to talk to. Somebody make you laugh better than me. I didn't think I'd be on here for 2 hours, but here I am. So thank you to everyone that showed up. I appreciate you, and I am now going to figure out how I'm going to take care of this aloe vera plant. Oh, Lord. Later, Stormy. Later, y'all. Have a great one, and I will talk to you soon. And don't get into too much trouble in these fucking YouTube streets, because these people are still bugging the fuck out. Okay? Oh, Slapper Slap. I'm going on Slapper. Because Slapper got classic lights problems. And that guy's wilding too. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Peace.